Have you ever asked yourself, why can't I stop thinking about them, even though everything is over? Or, why is it so hard to forget someone, no matter how much I try? If you're feeling this way, maybe it's not just because you love them too much, but because they're still in love with you, silently. It's not a coincidence that they keep showing up in your mind. It could be your heart is picking up the signals from theirs. In this video, we'll explore several theories that believe when you can't forget someone, it's because they're also thinking about you, and maybe they still hold on to a love that never truly ended. 1. Theory of spiritual energy and interconnection. In spiritual and metaphysical views, it is believed that every human being radiates energy that can be connected to each other, especially if there is a strong emotional bond. This interconnection is not something that can be seen or measured scientifically, but many people claim to have experienced it. For example, someone suddenly feels sad for no reason, then it turns out that the person they love is also experiencing sadness. This is often referred to as a form of emotional telepathy or inner energy resonance. When you have difficulty forgetting someone, according to this belief, it could be not only because you have not moved on, but because the energy from that person is still touching or approaching your energy. Especially if he also has the same feelings but has not been conveyed, then the energy connection can feel stronger. In the spiritual world, this is known as an energetic cord, which is an energy rope that binds two souls because of an emotional connection, love, or deep memories. As long as the energy is not broken, as long as there are still feelings that have not been resolved, then it is very possible that you will continue to think about it, even when you have tried to forget it. And precisely because he still thinks about you and has feelings for you, you continue to feel his presence in your heart. This is why many people believe that if you have difficulty forgetting someone, it could be because he also loves you, even without you knowing. 2. Law of attraction. The law of attraction is the principle that what we think and feel deeply will attract similar things into our lives. Thoughts are a form of energy, and that energy emits certain vibrations or frequencies. In the context of love or emotional relationships, if you keep thinking about someone and have a hard time forgetting them, then you are emitting emotional energy that is directed at that person. Interestingly, if that person also has the same feelings or still has emotional memories of you, he will also unconsciously emit similar vibrations. So according to the principle of the law of attraction, two energies that are on the same frequency will attract each other. This is what is called energy resonance. So, when you have a hard time forgetting him, it's not just because you love him, but it could also be because you are responding to the energy he radiates to you. Some people who believe in this law believe that the universe will give signals, coincidences, or even reunions if two souls really miss each other. So it is not impossible. Your thoughts and feelings that continue to be directed at him are the result of the attraction of the energy of love that is connected to each other, because he also thinks about and loves you. 3. Explanation according to psychology. In the world of psychology and neuroscience, there is a theory called the mirror neuron theory. This theory explains that humans have special neurons in the brain called mirror neurons, which are nerve cells that allow us to imitate or reflect the behavior and emotions of others, even without realizing it. These neurons are active when we do something and when we see others doing the same thing. Interestingly, this theory is also used to explain the deep emotional bond between two individuals. When you have a strong emotional connection with someone, whether because of love, friendship, or shared experiences, your brain can become very sensitive to signals or emotions related to it. This is what can make you suddenly remember, feel certain emotions, or find it difficult to forget them, even though there are no clear triggers around you. Some psychologists argue that if two people are emotionally connected, mirror neuron activity can make you subconsciously feel what that person is feeling. So when you can't stop thinking about someone, it could be because your brain is responding to that person's emotional signals. And if it's true that they also have the same feelings or are thinking about you, then this bond can continue to activate, creating feelings of longing or restlessness that are hard to explain. Simply put, mirror neurons act as an invisible bridge that allows two people to stay emotionally connected, even from a distance. So when you have trouble getting over them, it could be because you and they are still connected. Not just in your heart, but also in the brain activity that reflects each other's feelings. 4. Emotional premonitions and intuition. In many cultures, especially in Asia, premonitions are often considered a form of inner communication that cannot be explained logically, but feels very real. When you suddenly remember someone, feel restless for no reason, or feel like you are being called by your heart, many people believe that it is a sign from your inner self. Emotional intuition is the natural human ability to feel something that is not visible, such as someone's feelings for you. These premonitions can appear in the form of dreams, feelings of unease, or even natural signs such as a song that suddenly appears and reminds you of someone. Some beliefs say that if you constantly think about someone, especially at unusual times and moments, it could be a sign that they are also thinking about you or missing you. This belief is also reinforced by the concept of inner energy touching each other. Two hearts that have a connection can give each other signals, even though they are not together. So, when you find it hard to forget him, it's not just because you can't move on, but maybe because your inner self is responding to the signal sent by him, a longing that is secretly conveyed through a channel that can only be felt by a sensitive heart. Premonitions are often considered a subtle language between two souls. So it's no wonder that many people believe that having difficulty forgetting someone is a sign that you and him are still connected, and that love is not really over. 5. Emotional telepathy. Emotional telepathy is a concept in the world of metaphysics that believes that two people who have a strong emotional bond can feel each other without having to communicate verbally. This is not just the ability to read minds, but a feeling that suddenly appears because there is an inner call from someone who has a special connection with us. Some people call it soul-to-soul communication. When you find it hard to forget someone, and the feeling comes so intensely, repeatedly, and even appears suddenly when you are busy or in a different mood, it could be a form of emotional telepathy. This means that you are catching emotional signals from that person. It could be that she is missing you, feeling sad thinking about you, or wanting to talk to you but can't. A relationship that has a certain inner depth allows for a silent exchange of emotions. In fact, many stories tell of two people who love each other being able to feel each other's restlessness even though they are in different places and without any communication. This is not just a coincidence, but is believed to be a form of strong spiritual connection. So, if you keep thinking about him, her without any logical reason, and the more you try to forget, the more it feels, maybe you are experiencing emotional telepathy. Because it could be that, far away, she is also loving you silently, and the universe is letting you feel it through an invisible connection. Those are some explanations that believe that it is difficult to forget someone because that person loves you. If you like the video, subscribe to get other interesting content.